Hello, hello, beautiful people of the internet. It's a nice, relatively warm Sunday. I've got a warm cup of tea. I've got Battle Brothers on the mind. So let's get to it. Day 50 of our Anatomists campaign. How did the robotics go yesterday? It went really well. We had some really, really good kids with some really cool robots, and they had some really cool projects. And then I went to a really fun party, and boy, I am spent. I took an afternoon nap today. I don't usually take naps. Naps and I don't jive well. I wake up like confused, more tired than I went into it. Don't know what time it is, don't know what day it is. But I took a nap. And feeling good. Hello, Christoph. Can you get a bro named? Would you like to be put on the list for the cultists run? Because unfortunately, we are full up for bros on this particular run. Excellent. You are added to the list. That will change. Soon you will embrace the naps. I saw that your name on Discord is like King of Naps or something. I don't know. But thank you, Christoph, for the Prime sub, by the way. I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't know if I'll ever embrace naps. I was never a good napper as a kid. So, current state, the campaign is going pretty well. We've got some really good brothers. We could maybe use like 2 more, and then I feel really good about the full list of brothers. Basically, we just need our nimble tank and 1 fatigue neutral probably, and then like we're good. After doing all origins, will you do origins from Legends mode? I'm not sure. I'm thinking possibly I'll do Reforged after all the origins, but I haven't actually decided yet. Your wife is napping behind you? That sounds lovely. Yeah, my wife and I took a nap at the same time today as well, which, you know, was pretty nice. Yeah, I'm definitely, I feel like I owe the Reforged devs. They came and like rescued the Oathtaker's run in the middle of it by literally, from watching my stream, seeing a bug, fixing it live, and sending me the mod fixing it. Again, incredible. So, hello Lukey Dookie 09. Alright, so current state, we just returned to the stone pillars and we dropped off the unhold hides. She's looking for the Necrosavant dust. We've got a place where we can get some right now. Now, I do plan on doing the stone pillars this run. There's one thing we need before we can do that, and that's going to be the Goblin Trophy. So, once we destroy 4 locations controlled by orcs, we'll destroy 4 locations controlled by goblins, and go from there. So, what should I do now? That's the real question. We've got a lot of money, we've got a little bit of recruiting to do, and I'd also really like a handgun. The name of that undead camp goes hard. Coven of the Flying Dead. That does go hard. That sounds scary. So, we also had an update to our exclamation mark potions command. The Chaucer made us a nice little spreadsheet, which is lovely. I can actually see him editing it on the other screen. So, that'll be a table is a much better way of storing this data. So, anyway, I think I'll discover this little area of terrain now, and maybe head down to Stromark, and then over to maybe to Hob and Hikma, and then maybe make another pass at the Wilds. I feel like that's a pretty good plan. Works for me anyway. We do have a couple bros that are sick from imbibing a couple potions, so we'll have to be mindful of that. When I get the last 2 bros, I'm going to replace the recruiter with the surgeon. And then, yeah, I think from there it's just like take big fights, discover stuff on the map, and hopefully we can do all the legendary locations. Do we want to do the Necrosavants for their potion? We do want to. We could go back for this. We're not in great shape to fight Necrosavants with the sicknesses right now. There will be opportunities to fight Necrosavants soon, I think. Maybe in smaller numbers than were present there. Hello, Akibio. Welcome, welcome. There was that roaming band of 4 from last stream. Yeah, they were... We like walked past them like over this way, right? We could try to find them. It can be a bit tough to find roaming groups. We also do want to fight Alps. You can find Alps in the middle of the night while you're wandering around, but more likely than not, if we're going to fight Alps, we're going to be doing that from a contract. So that's another thing that's kind of, you know, loosely on my mind for things to consider doing. Lindworms. I think if I had a couple handguns, we could maybe do lindworms. It'd be a little spooky, but we're on the verge of being able to do that reasonably safely. But I think right now I'm gonna still avoid those for now. Also, hello, Aerodim. Nicest Battle Brothers runner. Well, thank you. I did get compared to Mr. Rogers just the other day, and it was a fair comparison in the moment. Alright, we've got a nice little Briggy camp here. You need a cardigan? I do. Actually, the sweater that I wore to the Christmas party yesterday was... I'm not even sure the right way to describe it. I think what was my description? Vaguely African tribal shawl, which sounds ridiculous for a sweater, and that might sound like complete nonsense, because it kind of is. Best streamer found here. It's to go with the best viewers. I think that sweater is just in the dryer. So I could go put it on. It's very cozy. It looks ridiculous. Okay, we've got a long axe here. You love to see it. Aha, and I didn't even highlight it there, but we just got half of our fatigue replenished from that hunting bow, I think. Must have. Yeah. Alright, wanted to move forward in formation in the first half so they could all concentrate their fire on our anticipation banner, as anticipated. And I think the rest of the squad will just push up a bit further. How's the run going? Still going strong? Still going strong. We actually had a really good and interesting fight against brigands last stream. It was a really big briggy camp. That's what I wanted him to do. You were losing your mind on the cemetery and the fallen hero? Yeah. Yeah, that was rough. That was rough. He has shown the axes can be of good use. Indeed. The one that had advanced lightning for lunch? Yeah, that's the one I'm referring to. You've been wondering, what is my wife doing while I'm pursuing my streaky dreams? I don't know. She's hanging out with the pups right now. Nothing too fancy. Yeah, axes are really good on AI because they don't have to be making cookies. The cookies yesterday, they eventually did turn out good. They were initially a little not that sweet because it was a new recipe. Still sounds like a euphemism. Hello, the zoning bro. She got a really big kick out of the conversation that I described us having here in, with the stream. She thought it was really funny. She didn't anticipate her reply to me getting misconstrued when saying she was pounding nuts. But, you know. You thoroughly enjoyed Vance being heroically sacrificed for a warm body, bro? Well, we had... Yeah, we had an unfortunate... unfortunate result. You know? What do we think the chances are of whipping this guy in the head? Low. What are the best pool of injuries to inflict? Probably the best pool of injuries to inflict, honestly, are the ones from a handgun. They're really good. I think in-game Battle Brothers universe, you know, the ones that are blunt are worse than the cutting ones. But the burn injuries, at least for the player, are actually the best. Yeah, blunt headhunter. The headshots for blunt injuries are really good, yeah. Argument for crippling strikes, Geist Potion on Gunner. Try to inflict burning injuries in AoE. Yeah, I think there's an argument for it. We already used the Geist Potion. So we won't be doing that, but I do think that's totally valid. Ooh, Dark Paladin's kind of getting wrecked here. Isn't the Geist Potion only for melee? Yeah, actually, I think you're right. I think it might have been only melee. You can check the exclamation mark potions command for questions about the potions. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Love it. Thanks again, the Chalicer. That is going to be a much better way of organizing the data going forward. It was growing a bit unwieldy. Blow-Xor, was that checking the code? Yeah, because I think I remember seeing that variable referenced in the code. Alright, we'll run this guy down. No sense in letting him live. Anyone tried PoE 2? I played 1 hour of it today. And seems neat. I don't know. I'm looking forward to playing it. I'm not gonna go nearly as hard as I have in previous PoE, you know. Playthroughs. They're already nerfing skills. Not too surprised. And a few goofy equipment things going on here. Like the flash pot on Giant Spruce. Okay. Alright, let's get to Stromark before nightfall. Hello, Lucid Tavi. Welcome, welcome. Trying to remember if I had made it to Stromark yesterday at the end of the stream or not. Love seeing these ambush trade routes. Can get a pretty penny for a whole bunch of stuff. Do I hang on to the witch hair for any reason? I do so little things with Hexen, generally. I'm not gonna bother with protective runes and sigils. Hexen trophy necklace requires an apple. Night Owl elixir. I'm not gonna bother crafting those. Okay, I think I can just sell them. Oblivion potion? No, I think that takes the apple. So the witch hair is not even a component in the Oblivion potion. So I think we're good to get rid of it. I don't think we have any use for the pocket knives at the moment. I think we're good. Maybe that one. Okay. Yeah. Which hair is only relevant for the... Yeah, that's the runes and sigils one I was talking about. Protective runes and sigils. So, okay, so We've got a couple potential options for recruits to take a look at. Yeah, and the +6 resolve trinket actually I think is more relevant. I think that attachment, protective runes and sigils, is kind of meh. Like, I feel like if I'm gonna add a attachment to armor, I just want some extra durability or some or like additional for padding or something. Yeah, the resolve trinket is nice. I agree. Okay, so as previously mentioned, we are looking for our nimble tank, and we also want like one more fatigue neutral. And then I think the team is basically like good to go. So a swordmaster is about as good as it gets when it comes to fatigue neutral generally. So I could just grab this guy. I could click the tryout button, but I'm kind of thinking about just hiring him. Right? I mean, swordmasters for fatigue neutrals are like the best. We have a reader yet? Oh no, we don't actually. That's true. We will need someone who knows how to read. Let's see. Huh. Somehow the company roster is like full. Swordmasters don't really care about traits. Yeah, that's kind of true actually. Boy, I feel bad for this, but I'm probably gonna end up dismissing Kalashkova. He's gonna be the one that's gonna be let go, replaced by a reader. Sad. But I think that's probably something that should happen. One of these days I'm gonna recruit this historian, and he's gonna be like really good. And it's gonna be awesome. Club-footed historian. Club-footed, let's go. Alright, club-footed. Pretty sure I know who I need to name this after. I think that's just how it's supposed to be. So, we've got our reader. So he'll be ready when the time comes. Thanks. Yeah, well, a club-footed historian feels like, I don't know. Feels like the right thing to do. All right, and I think I'm gonna just recruit this swordmaster just straight up. Okay, he's a little bit meh, actually, like kind of disappointing. Almost, like genuinely disappointing. Ew, he's kind of gross. Wow. This sucks. 10 melee defense? 40 hit points? 75 fatigue? 73 melee skill? He almost low rolled everything. What the hell? Wow. Yeah, I mean, you're looking at him like, wow, what a bro, then you read the brackets. He low rolled almost everything. This is not the old guy we wanted. Like, I like having swordmasters for fatigue neutrals because they are almost always incredible at it. This guy's kind of not. Let's see what these level ups look like. Almost for sure I'm going to dismiss him though. He's at least rolled +2s in melee defense. Wow. Finally have a fencing sword at least? True. True. I almost kind of want to just dismiss him. It's day 50. We've got a little bit of time to be a little bit greedy. I don't know. I'm not going to dismiss him quite yet, but we're going to see what happens. I'm going to gambit real quick on this thief. We're going to take a look at the thief. Thief's okay. But not quite what we're looking for. Great day one, bro. Yeah, definitely. Definitely great day one, bro. Screw it, we got money. Let's take a look at this guy too. The grave robber. Not quite what we're looking for. We can take a look at the adventurous noble. I could even take a look at maybe the peddlers, specifically for our tank. We can just see. Bruno ain't it. Oscar. Oscar ain't it. We'll look at this adventurous noble. Also, kind of not what we're looking for. This guy's better. Like, ugh. I mean, I realize I'm fishing and I'm being picky, but still, I wasn't planning on being that picky. I'm just kind of being disappointed. Yeah, unless you want him to be banner, he's worse than the Swordmaster. No, we don't. We're not gonna replace our banner. Dennis 1896 for life. Wow, how disappointing. I almost don't even want to keep Ruthard as our fatigue neutral. I don't know. I guess he's fine. I like having a Swordmaster for some of the events to train some of our other bros. So, wow. We'll keep him. Lil Turd for life. Oh my god, Lil Turd. Lil Turd was the best banner. Hope he won't get old. I mean, he'll get old eventually. It's really gonna hurt him. We're really, even with Brawny, he's gonna struggle, stat-wise. Lil Turd's your goat, definitely. Mine too. Fuck it, dismiss, minus 10k gold on Gamba. Honestly, I'm kind of thinking about it. We don't need this guy, right? Like, we don't need this guy. Nimble Forged, Fat New? I mean, if we find the gear, right? But there's no guarantee of that. Wow, did I just waste a whole lot of money. Holy shit. God. 11k down the drain? Yeah, that was a pretty good example of how not to play this game. Don't do what I just did. You just crypto gambled on esports? God. Yeah. We'll do this contract for Stromark here quick. I like having good relations with these cities for good sale price down the line. I think it's worth doing these contracts. You'll do just what I did? No, don't. Don't do it. This is the best part of a mid-game, the Gamba. What if those bros were good? It's not like you're gonna struggle to make 10k easily pretty soon. That's true. That's true. You don't think it was a bad play? Yeah, I mean, maybe. It's also like kind of unnecessary. So there is that. So prepare another 10k. I mean, yeah, basically. Yeah, Advanced Noble is a little bit of a stretch. I think that's fair. And yeah, agreed on Swordmaster higher. That it... Like, Swordmasters are so rarely bad. But that one was kind of... I don't know. He was pretty bad. It took an actual min roll to be meh. True. Yeah, not genuinely bad, but not fishing for Chad's material. I think that's a good way of describing it. You like Adventurous Nobles as your banners because they have the highest resolve rolls? Yeah, they can be really good for that. I almost, you know, as I've previously discussed, I really like the Anticipation style banner that sits in the center of your formation. And so the natural... you know, need for that is a lot of range defense. And so that is something that Adventurous Nobles do not have. Yeah, Gamblers are awesome for that. Yep, absolutely. All right. Bandero 1. One of our Spear Bros. Looking pretty good. I think I'm gonna make him some sort of secondary to go with his regular spear duties. So we've got a couple perks left to grab. Just 3. Those 3 are going to be Fearsome plus probably a Weapon Mastery plus Berserk, most likely. Bandero still has your weapon? Oh no, Kalashnikova, were you watching 10 minutes ago? I'll go ahead and add Kalashnikovia to the list of cultists for next run. You're dead? Not dead. Not dead. But also not a member of this particular mercenary company. You were replaced by a historian. Somebody who knew how to read. For shame. Took your seat on the bench, yeah. Yeah. So... you were replaced by a club-footed nerd. Oh no, it's true. Yeah, it's true. All right, so we've got an opportunity to throw 3 bros away in the arena. Let's see what the other contracts are. Okay, we might take them up on their contract to fight off some nomads. Some potential recruits for our company's remaining needs as well. 3 nachos, sign you up. 3 hyenas. Okay, that's pretty easy. Three hyenas. I think we're just gonna go into battle just like this. Nothing too fancy needs to be done. We'll just go in with these 3 bros. Now we're done with bad arena luck now. I've decided we don't do that anymore. We only get lucky in the arena now. Yeah. Bad luck is a rookie mistake, exactly. You'll notice that streamers always get luckier than you as a player. That's kind of just how it is. There's an option kind of deep within the menus that we select before each stream. And so that makes sure to change the RNG rules. So if you look deep in the menus, you'll find it. All right, so again, we're looking for our mega tank. So I'm gonna take a quick peek at the thieves for sure. Is it just the one? Looks like just the one. We can also take a look at this manhunter. It detects the streamer mode in Discord and you get the streamer RNG. Is that how that works? That must be it. You were thinking that the whole time the bros died in Goblin City and you never got your banner back? Yeah. This thief is like kind of a decent fatigue neutral, but I'm gonna be fishing. This manhunter is like genuinely pretty good. Unfortunately, determined is completely pointless in the Anatomist's origin. It does nothing. Change the odds, the old Kobayashi Maru. This manhunter is unreasonably solid. Yeah, but unfortunately, also not what we're looking for. I'm still fishing. I can take a look at a cheap nomad. Nomads can definitely do what I need them to. Okay, this is gonna be our fatigue neutral. Cool. This guy's pretty good. Unfortunately, determined, again, pointless, which is too bad, because otherwise this bro would be insane. For any other origin, he'd be insane. For this origin, he's just really good. So yeah, I actually have no idea who Kobayashi Maru is. Literally no idea. With his stars, isn't he better as a nimble tank? No. Because resolve, good, yes. Melee defense, good, yes. Hit points, I mean, this is a good roll, but he's not quite what we're looking for our mutant. Why is determined not that great here? The Anatomist's origin, you literally cannot be in confident morale ever. So, it just does nothing. All right, and next on our list, on the requests, is Nick's Lives. Wonderful. No, you're not dumb. I mean, it's a weird quirk, right? It's a weird quirk to the origin. Unfortunately, getting a +1 in melee skill on our first level. Let's give him just a little more fatigue. You feel like the nimble tank Slurgy is wanting will have like 40 plus MDef without shield. And honestly, I'm kind of hoping on a really high hit point roll. Because we're gonna give him a bunch of things that make those hit points matter even more. So. Yeah, I did get a high rolled Swordmaster with 3 melee defense stars and deserters. I'm pretty sure that's right. Alright, so we're still looking for one more bro. Just one. I mean, I could take a look at some of the lowborn. Like, it's unlikely. I know, I can press the tryout button. Why don't I just do that? Because that's almost free. Okay. Well, whatever. Oh, food is hella cheap. That's right. We've got some sort of special thing going on in the settlement. Good harvest. Hell yeah. Let's go ahead and take advantage of that. Tough and Sure Footing are both lowborn auto hires for tank, yeah? I think so. That would be, those would be the for sure ones that we would look to take them on. Alright, so we can maybe check out this defiled battlefield over here. Oh, and I also want a handgun. Not selling one here. Could buy a few potions that maybe we can make use of in some fights. Sure. Anything else you would look for? Paranoid. I guess that's it. Yeah, classic. So let's see, I want to check out this defiled battlefield. It's about to be nighttime, I'd rather do it during the day. So let's just sort of sweep through this area of fog. Okay. So this could be Ancient Dead. The possibility exists. You love the role-playing of a paranoid dude who loves heavy armor and is really stupidly good at using a shield? Me too. Me too. Looks like this is not Ancient Dead. If he lived in 2025, he would own a bunker. You know what's funny is, this is a kind of an apropos of nothing story. I mean, it's sort of relevant, but when I started up my garden beds, I built these like, let's see, they're 8 foot by 4 foot garden beds, and they are 24 inches tall. Anyway, I built 6 of them. And when I wanted to initially, like, you know, populate them with crops, seeds, things like that, I wanted to get like a variety of different things, like, you know, a small amount of a variety of different plants. And the marketing around those is wildly like doomsday prep, like mega ultimate seed pack, you know, 6 heirloom varieties of this and that and whatever. And it was like, the advertising around it was so weird. I was like, I just want a variety. I just want to grow something that's not just like a whole bunch of green beans. I want like a little bit of beets and a little bit of, you know, bib lettuce and a little bit of this and a little bit of that. So, I don't know. Very strange. Garden bed, why would you sleep in a garden? Oh, it could be comfortable. A plethora of chosen seems much harder than a tier 3 orc camp? I don't think so. That to me just sounds like not enough fearsome and not enough spear bros. I feel like Chosen are the most overrated enemy in this game by a long shot. I will die on this hill. Also, too many Forged bros, right? Nimble survives very well against Chosen. Forged, not so much. So, there are ways you can build your company where Chosen will be a problem, but I think that's more a problem with how you build your company than the enemy themselves. Not getting hit is pretty good in Chosen fights. It is. Author of Chosen feels bonk man. Yeah, I mean, it's not like they're not threatening. Honestly, I feel like the plethora of Chosen is not that bad, but Chosen plus unholds, that's pretty scary. Fearsome wouldn't do much against Chosen? Wrong. That's just straight up incorrect. Fearsome is awesome against Chosen. Like, Fearsome is incredible against Chosen. Think of it this way. You fight orcs, they've got warlords that are going to make their company go, or their company, well, whatever, I guess it's their company, go confident, and can also make it so that fleeing enemies aren't a liability and all these things. So like, winning by resolve is harder against orcs because of the warlords. Winning by resolve against Chosen, as soon as they start losing resolve, they don't recover from it. They've got decent base resolve, but not that much higher than orcs. So, yeah, I don't know. Fearsome is incredible against Chosen. And that's just a fact. That's just how it is. Alright, Ball and Stalin got another 4 roll in fatigue. I guess I'll take it. We're still gonna go nimble on him, so we'll go ahead and grab that. Okay. And we've got a couple Chads sitting on the bench that we can have ready to cycle in as we're imbibing on whatever potions we find. Yeah, you got your ass handed to you by Chosen, so you're biased? Yeah. Yeah, it just takes, you gotta be ready for that type of enemy. Just like everything in Battle Brothers. Okay. The way of the spear greater than Chosen? Absolutely. sort of screwed this up a little bit in how I have these bros. I think it's okay though. There is actually a, if you'd like, Lucid Tabi, on my, I'll even give a link to it, to the specific part of it. Oh, interesting. It changes the, it's an older stream, but here, I'll even give this link time-stamped. I fight with a pretty young company. I fight a whole bunch of Chosen and take literally 0 damage. Now, literally 0 would be uncommon. I would expect to get hit somewhere, most likely, but you can see how few attacks I was even subjected to in that fight to make the 0 damage make sense. You had a perfect opening fight on a recent run, no attacks taken? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Disarm. I have really appreciated the power of the disarm with the snack potion for the extra backstabber bonus. It's actually been pretty nice. I feel like it's a, I don't know. I like that that was suggested. I don't even remember the exact context, but that was a contribution by Best Chat. And it's been good. It's been real good. Alright, definitely gonna grab hit points here. Final Overdrive's hit points have been pretty lacking, they still are. Yeah, Whip Boy has been pretty good. It's been really handy. I think we can get rid of Fat and if rolls well and just say fatigue neutral. And I think I might just make him a bonkin' boy. So we'll say fatigue neutral mace. It has been surprisingly good considering the bro was pretty bad. He was a little weak, yeah. And let's see, the 5 initiative or 4 hit points. Let's grab a little hit points on Lucid Tabi. And I think final 2 perks here are going to be Fearsome and Pathfinder. Maybe should have grabbed Pathfinder, but grabbed Fearsome. Dr. Vishnevsky. Let's grab a little bit of fatigue here. He was certainly not the Swordmaster Whip Boy kind of guy. Yeah. So yeah, final perks here are probably going to be Berserk, Killing Frenzy, Pathfinder. We're just going to give him a really good melee weapon with no bags. He doesn't have a ton of fatigue though. For Berserk. So I don't know. Let's grab Path on this level. We'll see. If he rolls another 4, I think I'll feel okay about it. No Berserk or Killing Frenzy on Catal? No. There's really not any room for it. Once you add in the sort of initiative-based perks, you kind of run out of options. It's not that it's bad, but it's not like necessary. Muted my mic just in time for a big ol' sneeze. "13 Chosen without drummers is doable for you?" Yeah, I would hope so. I mean, the company in that video that I just sent you, Lucid Tavi, is like, it's like, what, day 50? It's like much less advanced than the pictures you had. But the drummers do almost nothing. Drummers are like pointless. Drummers do literally like nothing. They're the most useless and pointless enemies that exist. Chosen are never going to run out of fatigue. Slurgy hates music, confirmed. What? Oh, when I mute. Wait, I muted my mic. Wait, what? I don't get it. Alright, so we have the opportunity to get our Necro Savant potion here. Let's take Xerxes out for this fight. We'll cycle in Akibio. Sounds like something a Paymaster would say. Yeah, so let's... kind of getting the team into a big old block to be ready for this fight. A blob of boys. Vampire potion's very good on someone that can... Yeah, so the plan for the vampire potion is to give it to Thetic Acrasia, who's going to be our riposte mutant god. So that's the plan. Let's see, how many? Some Necro Savants. So I could equip a couple more nets. I don't know, do I need to? I think I'm okay. I mean, I could use the reinforced ones. I'm being a little careful about using them, but I'd rather use them than lose a bro. There's probably going to be opportunities to fight webnecks later, to get the mats to craft some new reinforced nets. Why don't I just keep this battle low risk and just have nets on the whole back line? I feel like that's smart. I'd rather just over prepare. Okay. All right, so we're gonna wait across the board, and then we're probably gonna retreat down into the left 2 hexes. Does he eventually get Lone Wolf because you can make him drink the Hex and Kraken Pot to make him a nuke that you send off? Yeah, we are going to give him Lone Wolf, actually. I think that's the plan. I don't think we're gonna give him the Hex Potion. The Hex Potion's gonna go on the tank, I think is gonna be the plan. That's why I'm holding the requirements for the tank quite high, because I've got high, I've got big plans for him. Oh, don't take a result check. Don't, you know, Willow, don't be like that. Tried for a big ol' stun. Didn't get it. Whipped a boy in the head. Pretty cool. That Acrasia. Doing good work. I feel like shooting across the map at a Necro Savant is a very weird play that I don't think has ever happened. Also, them walking? What was that? That was weird. I didn't like that. That made me uncomfortable. They're not supposed to do that. That's weird. High RL resolve check. Yeah, I didn't like that. They're not supposed to walk. Whipping dead to death. Yeah, that's always very satisfying. Whipping the undead back to re-dead. Fight's gone a little bit weird. You won't make much use of the hex pot if you never get hit, unless you don't want any melee defense and related R defense on the tank. Mutant tank with hex feels counterintuitive from your experience. I don't know. That seems wrong to me. Like, everyone's gonna get hit. He's the one that's gonna get attacked the most. So it's kind of like, let's take the thing that happens that is bad, which is getting hit, and making it better. And that to me makes way more sense. Shore up the weakness. Don't make the thing that is good even better. So I'm quite happy to give the Hex Potion to the tank. You didn't know the vampires one-tap dogs? They do for, that's just a headshot. They won't one-tap them if they've got the body armor and they hit him in the body. Yeah, vampires love taking out dogs. They're cat people. For some reason, vampires preferring cats over dogs does make sense to me. I have no proper rationalization for that to make sense, but it feels correct. You just like wholesome creatures as well. We're having the damnedest time hitting that Necro Savant in the back. There we go. Crazy got it. Cats draw more blood with swipes and bites. True. Okay. So we ended up using all those nets. That was kind of a sloppy, goofy, weird fight. But hey, what you gonna do? And from it, we get the Potion of the Night Stalker. Whoever drinks this incredible potion, produced with the ash of a necrosavant, will find themselves in possession of the miraculous healing powers of the undead creatures. It does not grant the extended lifespan associated with the abominations, however, quite the opposite, in fact. This may be considered a feature should the imbiber get a bit too comfortable drinking blood. Hell yeah. Potion of the Night Stalker. And we also got 3 Shimmering Ashes. Holy shit. Enough Shimmering Ashes to go fight... Huh. Yeah. We've got the Shimmering Ashes where we could do the fight against the Kraken anytime. We will need the Goblin Trophy before we can do that, though. So, Potion of the Night Stalker. We're going to put on Thetiacrasia. He's got so many potions on him that this is going to make him sick for a really long time. So, this is now like, he's going to have to sit out for a bit, which does suck. And this will probably be the last potion we put on him for like a while. Yeah, we'll heal in 3 to 5 days. That's a long time. Yeah, it's like the game doesn't want you to make any excuses for not... Hey, they aren't excuses in the past runs. I wanted to. Believe me. Not an excuse. I just I couldn't. Couldn't do it. Didn't have the resources. Didn't have the, the good fortune. But now I do. All right. Yeah, so we have the same situation as previous, where there's kind of a debate, I think, of what is best, hit points or initiative in this particular situation. Finding resources before triggering the Kraken plotline doesn't mean anything? Ha ha! Little do you know, Bajante, but we've already returned the Unhold Hides and procced the event to get the Shimmering Ashes, so we could return there and fight it right now. And it's not that far away. With his healing, you assume it's initiative? Yeah. Right? Probably. So this is +5 initiative, as previously mentioned, is 75% of a melee defense. So 0.75 of a melee defense when you have dodge. Now we have to sit on the Omega Bro till he hatches. Indeed. So, we're eventually going to grab Sword Mastery. We're going to grab Lone Wolf. We're going to grab Underdog. We're going to grab Nimble. VODs suck. Yeah, but you can fast forward through the boring bits. Your streamer's not very interactive in the VODs, though. That's true. You can ask him questions, but he'll never hear them. Sorry if opening that can was super loud. You going 100%? Oh yeah, we're going 100%. We're going 100%. I think this is the updated build, by the way. And then on the big, difficult fights, we're going to drink a second wind potion. We definitely want to find, like, a fancy named sword. That's the dream. So, we're gonna go named item hunting eventually. Honestly, could get a sufficiently good one from goblins even. So, getting the bounty hunter will be in our future. So I think I am going to take 9 lives on him, though. Still a little shrug about that, but it's probably smart to do so. Yeah, let's not be dumb. No reason to be dumb. If he were to die, I would be so sad. Would he get reproach even though the riposte doesn't lightning? I guess not. God, I guess I should maybe prepare to make a reproach bro this run. That feels so funny to say. Alright, so I definitely want to sell stuff here before we embark on greater adventures. I don't think there's really any reason to do one of these contracts. A 3-skull hunt down what terrorizes. I mean, if it's a big pack of hyenas, we love that. If it's anything else, we hate it. There's the taxidermist here. If it's snakes, we're very displeased. If it's nachos, that's fine. See if we can find the footprints. Hyenas. Okay, great. Wow. Hold that thought until after Kraken. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably the smart way to go about it, huh? Okay, hyenas. And this will be an opportunity for us to get our hyena potion back. You hope it's 25 frenzied hyenas? Me too. More pelts, more good? Exactly. Exactly. Ooh. Gonna go ahead and take this high ground hex, since it's available, before a hyena can jump on it and get on top of final overdrive there. Wife of a Russian oligarch, probably. Probably. Cool. So I was thinking that would be a nice hex to do a spear wall. And there's another one. Wasn't useless counter one. There have been a few fights where it's been fine. Please don't use spearmen against beasts, it's an exploit. Vigilante with more hot takes. Fine is the top end though. True. Okay, so let's get in melee with these ones that are fleeing. Who's fleeing still this turn? Can't let these beautiful pelts get away. That would be a tragedy. Nope, well, speaking of tragedies, I guess some of them are getting away. Oh, doggo. Press the button too fast. Will you use the hyena pelt mantle for the nimble bros, or is any other attachment better? Any bro with dodge is going to get really good use out of the hyena pelt attachment. So it's not necessarily limited to nimble, and it's not necessarily every nimble brother, but there is strong overlap with nimble for sure. And I do plan on using it on, it's the ideal, yeah, I think this is probably true. It's probably the ideal attachment for most nimble bros. So we definitely like it. We want to get as much of it as possible. And because our previous brother who had this potion is no longer with us, we were able to reclaim the Bloodgate Brew. And we also got some more Raging Hyena furs. We've got enough of them to make 2 attachments. So we'll go ahead and do that. Hyena pelt has good returns on dodge forward newts too. Absolutely. And not just because of dodge value, outspeeding more enemies is valuable. Yeah. I mean, I think that's the thing, is when I talk about it having overlap with dodge, it is more than just the melee defense, for sure. It's like, that bro has dodge because they have a bunch of initiative. That initiative is valuable for all kinds of reasons, dodge being one of them. So we can go ahead and craft the 2 hyena fur mantles. And something I think I've never crafted before this run series, and don't expect to ever craft again. A large quiver of arrows. How about them apples? If Xerxes is gonna be a true archer, we may as well give him a whole bunch of arrows to work with. And screw it, we'll just put this extra quiver here for the real long fights. We can miss more shots now? Exactly. Exactly. So, we've got these hyena fur mantles. Let's see, are there any assassins for sale? Oh my god, there is. He's a little expensive. A little expensive. But he's got an armor we want. Let's see where our money's at after we sell this stuff. Famed bow when? Hopefully soon. Hopefully soon, Xerxes. Alright, they gave us a decent amount of cash. No gun for sale, so I guess that's not happening. I don't know why it's so hard to get a handgun. All these... Anyway. Okay. I like your shirt, you're hired. Yeah, exactly. I like your shirt. I'm probably gonna fire you, but you know, I like your shirt. He's probably not gonna be our nimble tank. I'm gonna be upset if he's good and I don't know how to use him. He's pretty good. But like... Roll the thief? Yeah, we're gonna roll the thief too. Yeah, he's nothing special. He's pretty good, but he's nothing special. I feel okay about that. Okay, so let's go ahead and throw this assassin's robe onto someone. Someone with dodge. Oh ho, here we go. Lucid Tavi should be the one with this masked kettle helmet and assassin's robe. That's a pretty sweet looking combo. Pretty efficient too. Perfect 40% nimble. Hell yeah. If he had stars, he would be insane. Yeah, agreed. Should not have sold the fencing sword. You look goated? Absolutely. Dude, I mean this kettle helmet, this masked kettle helmet, that's cool as fuck. Like, that's an awesome helmet. This looks like a serious assassin. Like you don't mess with this guy, right? Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is unique to Anatomists. Pretty sure. Okay, we'll take a quick peek at this thief. Some super cheap caravan hands, which is like a big maybe as well. This thief ain't quite it. Not quite. We'll take a look at the cheap caravan hands. Nope. Do I say this is good enough? It's pretty good. Also, weirdly, could have been a hybrid in a different life. Not good enough. Yeah, 38 melee defense with gifted. Yeah, Masked Kettle Helmet is a 1 out of 6 on Anatomist background, but one of the starting Anatomists always comes with one. So, that's the one we've got. Do caravan hands get training events? I don't think so. The only events that would be associated with this guy, there's two really good ones. One would be getting us extra slots for storage capacity, and then he's got the team player event, which just gives a little morale boost to most of the brothers, which is pretty sweet. I've been doing a lot of fishing, and we're not catching anything. Morale not so useful on Anatomists? I don't know. Is that true? I'm not convinced that's true. I think it might be more useful, but I have trouble evaluating it. Roll with him but keep fishing? And we can't keep fishing though. We're at 20 of 20. And I think I do want to replace the recruiter once we find what we're looking for. He's like a half brother, a bro, if you will. Yeah, that's the event I'm talking about. I love that event. It's so good. It's so good. Fire someone? I don't know who to fire. Team player event, not amazing. I don't know. It's kind of good. It's a pretty big stat boost overall for the squad. Jury says guilty for not being chat enough. Let's see. Well, what day is it? All right, it's day 54. For the bro to be like fully trained up in time to be useful. Rat catcher getting booted for catching rats sounds like a good excuse to me. Yeah, we're probably not going to make much use of this guy. Realistically. He was kind of a specialist for anti-lindworm. Still might keep him on for that. I guess we kind of got a Kibio to do the same thing. The dumb trait really hurts in a big company with a rotating roster. Yeah, that's true. Alright, we're saying he's not good enough. There'll be a little bit more opportunity for fishing later. Okay. Let's go on another trip through the wilds. We've got 5 days of crowns. We'll probably get some more from fights we take. Slurgy not settling. Yeah. How goes the company? The company goes great. Company goes great. Do I want to go ahead and pop a Bloodgate brew on someone? Could kind of give that to sort of anyone who's nimble, anyway. Someone we are concerned with them taking bleeding. I still feel like the Spear Bros, that's probably most useful. Have you lost anyone this stream? No one's died. Yeah, let's go ahead and pop the Bloodgate brew on Bandera 1. Kind of hate that the apotheosis is going to make him sick for longer. So, is what it is though. We'll go ahead and sweep through here. We'll look for fights against orcs. Hopefully it stays that way. Indeed, hopefully it does. Lots of ancient legionaries. Wonderful. Let's fight these ancient legionaries. And he wants to fight orcs? I do want to fight orcs. It's true. We should be okay against orcs. Have no fear, Crackalack. We'll be alright. No one's gonna die today. Did I curse myself by saying that? I hope not. Oh, whoops. Well. This obituary so clean. This one's reasonably clean, yeah. So we better get to changing that. Given they didn't make melee contact, I'm kind of tempted to just move back 2 more hexes and say, screw it. You guys come to us. It's not day 100 yet, so Ancient Legionaries don't have polearm mastery. This move that I'm about to do would not work after day 100, but before day 100 it will. The terrain is a little bit obnoxious for this, but should be okay. Goblin City when? Well, we have to find it first. I guess I could have pulled the whip out and give a quick crack. So yeah, if this were past day 100, this little secondary retreat, since they didn't make melee contact, wouldn't work. Because the polearms would be able to attack. But here, we are able to. Cheeky. You missed the classic Goblin City disasters? I mean, you know they're still possible, right? What changed after day 100? They get a new perk or something? Yes, they do actually. So Ancient Dead after day 100 get polearm mastery. You weren't aware of that? Yeah. Yeah, so there's, you know, it's something to consider when you're fighting Ancient Dead, because it does, in some circumstances, make a big difference. Certain situations, anyway. Is that a hammer duelist? How's that build working out? You've never tried it yourself? It is actually a spear duelist, spear bro, who just happens to have a hammer for this fight. My dog. Hammer duelists are awkward without a good named item. Still pretty good though. Yeah. I'd say that's... awkward is a good way to put it. Because it's not like they're bad. Like, they're good, but they're awkward. Got Ball and Stalin fleeing? What is this nonsense? Can't even rally him? What the hell? Okay. Huh. Man-splitter boy wants to visit the Ancient Empire. Apparently so. I didn't like that at all. Let Ballenstalen recover his hit points. Get your shit together, bro. We need you here and now. Exactly. Slurgy, how do you like Spear Wall against Ancient Dead? Can it be used to force Pike ones to the front in the first round of contact? I don't know. I feel like it's just so good to bum rush them with like the kind of 2 turns in a row that you get by waiting, moving backwards, and then collapsing on them, that I don't feel like you get enough value out of using Spear Wall to hold them back. How does unhold charge work? You see it either stunning or staggering your bros. Same with Idrak. Either doing damage or applying stagger without any damage done. Yeah, they apply status effects. What do you mean by how does it work, other than it being a charge attack? Unholds are stunning creatures. They are. True. All right, Bandero over his injury. You love to see it. Hello, Sapkaspiras. How did people like those crack nuts? Actually, the cookies were a little... we had to add a little frosting. They were a little not that sweet. It was a new recipe. But people liked them. The dessert table was kind of off to the side, so it was somewhat neglected relative to all the other goodies that were at the party. Okay, we're gonna put in Thetic Acrasia, even though he's a bit scuffed. She didn't crack him hard enough. Gotta massage that sweetness out of him. I'll relay her the message. Okay. A plethora of ancient legionaries is a lot. Well, it's not a lot. It's a plethora, but you know. Is it random whether they apply the stun or stagger? Maybe there's a certain distance they can stagger charge and when they can stun charge? Yeah, I'd have to look in detail. I haven't looked in detail at the way it works, if we're being honest. So I don't know. Is it worth that the bro dies for the potions to be usable again? Who do we think we want to have die to use the potions again? I think we're pretty happy with everyone who has the has potions on them currently. Actually, I think another bro we could... Well... The riposte god. We certainly don't want him to die. He's good. Alright, 14 enemies, that's a lot. So, we should expect that they'll get some attacks in. We're not going to be able to completely take them out. It rolls a 1 or 2. If it's a 1, it stuns the target. If it's a 2, it does a bunch of knockback stuff and applies staggered. Okay, that makes sense. That kind of matches what I've experienced. That it feels like it's kind of the same maneuver that they're doing. But it just has different results. I thought with his permanent injury you were going to scrap him. What? He doesn't have a permanent injury. He's good. He's in good shape. He's a permanent Chad. Yeah. Yeah, he's really good. He has no permanent injury. He's in good shape. Was it different bro? Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, there was if you're thinking of the zoning bro from a while ago, yes, we did get rid of him. Which was sad but necessary. Yeah, the spear bro with the jelly elbows. Oh yeah, we actually kind of just got him killed, right? That was the solution there. Alright, these attacks missing is really bad. Because we've got a lot of damage we need to do. Okay, that was good. Oh my god, Dedeka Crazy can't see shit. That's right, he's sick. Do I put him here? He's probably fine if he's there, right? Is it ever worth taking the visit all settlements ambition? Seems way too cumbersome at that point in the campaign. Yeah, I feel like your assessment of it being too cumbersome at that point in the campaign is generally correct. I have taken it before, but it's rare. Hello, Roxanne, it's me. Time someone out again. I hope that I don't ever need to do that. I'm sure at some point it'll happen again. This being the internet and all. Send him to the corner for being naughty. Pretty much that's what a timeout is, though. Sending someone to the corner for being naughty. If they can't play nice with the other kids, they've got to go sit in the corner. That's basically what that is. Let's be real. Guess I could have waited on Lucid Tavi before Willow hit, but I suppose a lethal attack just works. Whip that undead to death. Okay, took a little bit of damage that fight. It was quite a few ancient dead there, but still, good result. Team is just a smidge scuffed. Not too bad, but just a smidge. You thought timeout was an elaborate way of sending someone into the obituary? Generally not fine if people waltz in uninvited somewhere and act as if they own the place. Yeah, I agree. And the thing is like, in that particular case, again, you know, I mentioned this previously, but they came in and they said something rude to another person in chat. And that's not the kind of, community, I was gonna say that I want to have, but like that I already have, right? Y'all are really nice. You're nice to each other. You like to rib the streamer, which is fine. I accept this. I deserve it sometimes. But like, people are generally very cool, very respectful, insightful, kind to each other. And those are all good things. Do you have a better helmet for the cleaver, bro? We would like one. Are you nice too? You feel insulted? You're on the ruder side, but we welcome you anyway. Absolutely hatless broadcast break. Yeah, I don't even have any natural hat armor, you know? Just a talking thumb, fully exposed. Yeah. Yeah. So, I don't know. My thing is I just want people to be nice. Just like be nice. Just like don't be a dick. Like that's the simplest rule. So easy to follow. The current roster is bad, doesn't have the beauty factor. Excuse me? Sapka Spirez, look at Lucid Tavi right now, and you tell me this doesn't look beautiful. There's no way. Look at this. Look at this. Peak bro fashion. Yeah, no kidding. The bro with the horns looks cool. Yeah, definitely. Willow up here in front, looking cool as hell. He has a unique sense of fashion. Ancient Spire. This is a deceptive legendary location that I don't even want to interact with, because the area that we discover once we touch it is going to be revealed, but not the camps. And so I don't care about what the terrain looks like. I just want to see the camps. So I'm not even going to enter the Ancient Spire. So I think what I might do is make just like a little scoop around this mountain. Then we'll like head back to Stromark maybe. Hopefully I'm not just like taking a really stupid route. 30 web knights? We could fight 30 web knights. Be good experience. Let's fight him outside the forest. That'll be much more favorable. I think we can leave this lineup that's out there. We can leave them out there. Yeah, we'll put Dr. Vishnevsky in. A little bit of weird terrain here. That's a lot of spooters. Cool. You must gather your party before venturing forth. Oh man, what is that from? What is that from? That specific line. You must gather your party before venturing forth. That's from something. What is that from? Baldur's Gate? Is that what it's from? Baldur's Gate, the original ones? I never played those, but that seems so familiar to me. It was probably famous enough that it got referenced other places too. The hell? How are enemies making it around the spear wall? What is this? Can't even hold Spider's way, Spearman bad confirmed. Hard to argue with that. Is a lot of spooters. And we had too many make it through prematurely. Spearman continuing to hold off spiders in spite of being netted and partially surrounded. Yeah, spear mastery pretty good. Also streamer luck. Definitely. Streamer got lucky. He picked that perk. Okay. Dr. Vishnevsky is, you know, in some danger up there. Okay. Spear Mastery so overpowered in this matchup, doesn't even consume durability. True. Is very good. You just got jump scared by a noodle ad. That's fun. There are ads for noodles? I mean, makes sense. I assume the ads on Twitch are like regional, right? Like they give different ads for different locations. I've never really thought about it, but presumably that's the case. Twitch knows you can't afford meat, I guess. I love noodles. They're so good. You don't like mac and cheese? Oh my god. Imagine not living off of potatoes and onion soup. I also love onions. They're so good. There's instant mac and cheese? Oh yeah, dude. I'm not sure if this exists elsewhere, but in the US there is a product called Easy Mac, which is like microwavable little cup of macaroni and cheese. I feel like it could, I don't know why it's like kind of, like it doesn't have to be as bad as it is. It could be better. I'm not sure how, but it's kind of bad. I feel like that should be a hard product to screw up, but I really think it's really bad. Like it seems like something that should just work. Any effort to make good mac and cheese is a waste of time? Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh. That's nonsense. You had a roommate that would eat 1 meal a day, and it would either be mac and cheese or a full box of hamburger helper with a pound of ground beef. That just sounds like depression to me. Like, pretty sure. Where's Manifest Destiny's child? He'd have loved these takes. He's probably in the bathroom throwing up. Instant mac and cheese sounds like trying to make a 5-minute meal in 3. I mean, yeah, basically. Garfield without Garfield is peak content. Dude, it's so good. If you've never seen Garfield without Garfield, and you're, you know, familiar with the Garfield comics, do yourself a favor and look them up. They're so good. It's just John Arbuckle being a deranged and very sad single man in most of the comics. This fight is taking forever. Oh yeah, I mean long fights against webnecks. Got some more gossamer to make some more reinforced nets though. And we got a whole bunch of experience, which is what I really wanted out of that fight. What about that Garfield horror shit? I don't know, I'm not familiar with that actually. Okay, Deep Space Cowboy, let's go ahead and grab Fearsome. He went by Joe and eventually got stomach reduction surgery. He would also drink a full 2 liter of Mountain Dew in one sitting. Oh my god. That sounds horrendous. Yeah, the sane person was the cat. Right. Yeah, the more you say it out loud, the more... Yeah, it just sounds like depression to me. I don't know. There was a period in my life when I lived in Omaha, and it was easily the most... It was like the darkest little chapter of my life. And I would eat just 1 meal a day. And it was a very, like, sad meal. Whatever it was a sad meal. And really, it was just because I was just not doing well. And in retrospect, it's really obvious. But at the time, I like didn't really understand what I was going through. Okay, you've come into orc territory. Good. That's what we want. We want to be in orc territory. We're a little low on tools. We're a little low on food and money, so we can't be out here too much longer. Is the ambition have a character with 3 times 3 stars an impossible one? I mean, it's one of those ambitions you don't take unless you already have a bro who meets those qualifications. Pretty sure that's the way to go about it. sometimes it's hard to see the line between being poor and being depressed. I mean, there's a strong correlation. So, alright, Thetica Crazy got over his sickness. A little bit ahead of schedule. You love to see it. Is it just you, or are there always in areas on the map where there's high tier orc camps and spawns? Yeah, they do clump together. The way the map generation works does put them in a concentrated area. So it's not just you. That is how the game is. Okay. Should be positioned where I can't take any damage this turn. This event being displayed is triggered by walking into the designated orc ghetto zone. Pretty sure that's right. Okay, that was a pretty pitiful little orc camp. Just not much here. If this ends up giving us named items, because it technically could. Oh my god. It's not that great of a weapon. It's only okay. The two-handed cleavers are not quite as good as, you know, you might initially think. I mean, this one's got a damage roll. So, never a fencing sword or sword lance, yeah. It has a nice damage roll. Is it even that nice? It's not that far. Off of the base, right? So a two-handed cleaver, like a two-handed scimitar. What am I trying to find? Where is it? It's pretty good. Yeah, I mean... Okay, I think I found... Oh, that's a sword lance. God dang it. Yeah, the wiki is so like overridden with ads that like destroy the functionality of the page. It's so bad. I really hate fandom wikis. Yeah, so this is... Okay, the normal damage roll is 65 to 85. And the max possible is 85 to 111. You know, this, I mean, it's pretty high. The thing about, and it's got an effectiveness against armor, which isn't great. Two-handed cleavers are hard because the barbed madman exists, and that one always has 10% more armor pen. That's the thing, is like armor pen is the most important stat on cleavers. So for a cleaver, for a two-handed cleaver to outperform a one-handed cleaver with duelist is just a really big ask. Also the fact that it takes more fatigue, you know. Yeah, two-handed cleavers need a setup bro to perform great, but a one-handed cleaver is, generally speaking, just better. I have said before that I'm not a lover of cleavers, and the game constantly throws cleavers at me. Which is... what you gonna do? What you gonna do? We're still gonna use this weapon. Like, it's still good. Duelist is a perk tax, though. I mean, it is, but it is a perk tax. But still. It's a perk tax that's worth paying. Still, it's a really high damage roll. Like, it's a really high damage roll. So you'll take the shiny. No, we'll put it on someone's gonna use it. Taking one of the best damage perks in the game does not sound like a tax to me. I mean, fair, but I think it's the opportunity cost, right? On a two-handed cleaver, you don't have to take that perk. I mean, I could give it to Giant Spruce to use in place of the military cleaver. It's gonna be better. Even though Duelist is kind of wasted. I don't know who else I'd give it to. Could just give it to Dr. Vishnevsky. Just... oh, you got my thrower. Good for you. I feel like that kind of works for me, actually. Could also just give it to Thetic Acrasia for now. Maybe that's better. No, I don't know. He doesn't have much fatigue with the heavier armor on. We're gonna give him Nimble next level. I don't know. Yeah, whatever. We'll just leave it here. Giant Spruce with a spicy perkless Nimble Forged. Well, he's gonna be a Forged bro, actually. He just doesn't have the heaviest of armors on right now. This one was getting fixed up. A very, very rare Slurgy maneuver to do a forged, like, damage bro. Whatever. But it's happened. He had insane secondaries to where it made sense. Okay. Dark Paladin, 037. Looking pretty good. Might just grab Colossus on this level. A little surprising we don't have it yet. Could also just take Axe Mastery to make him more functional as a fatigue neutral. How terrible is 16 fat versus 15 fat with Nimble? Is it worth the 15 to 20 armor? It's kind of negligible either way. It's not going to make much difference. 16 fat is fine. You'll get a little bit of extra armor, like... Either one's fine. Just kind of use what's available. Personally, you don't fuss over armor as long as it's 15 to 17. Yeah, that's kind of my stance as well. Let's just go with Axe Mastery. If you were to say, why not give a bro both Nimble and Forged since they both help, I think Slurge would have a stroke. No. Nimble Forged is great. But it requires gear that justifies it. And that's what's tough. Hello, RRB03. Yeah, it's pretty good with the right named items. But yeah, Nimble Forged is definitely a thing. But to have good enough gear to make it worthwhile is tough, basically. The Virgin Nimble Forged versus Brawny Footman armor with Serpent Militia, or Serpent Mantle. Let yourself get shot and be fine. Alright, let's take another step on a mountain here. Alright. Got some goblins, got some orcs. I think we'll head up and fight this orc camp. This will be our first fight against orc warriors, and so that'll be an opportunity to get a new potion. Seems good. How much armor you want to put on a guy depends on the guy's HP. The lower the HP, the more armor you might want. Yeah, 60 hit point backliner with a little bit heavier armor. Totally worthwhile. Okay. Any modifications I want to make before this fight? I don't think so. Oh, maybe let's get Ball installing in. Yeah, we've definitely got an abundance of good bros. Okay. Cool. So 2 really good spots for Spear Bros stand out to me as being really obvious. They are completely unable to make it through this center area now. Okay, and I don't have any backup fighting spears equipped at the moment, so durability could end up being a problem depending on how many charges we're able to deflect. And are we at 95%? We might not be. Yeah, we're not at 95% when they're shield walling up, so. They published the Menace trailer? They did. They did indeed. There is a Menace trailer out there now. Alright, so one orc warrior did make it through. Yeah, the Menace trailer looks cool. It doesn't really reveal much. Like, you don't get too much out of the trailer. Yeah, they didn't really show the game systems. Yeah, it didn't really reveal much. It really didn't. It's totally a clone of the Magic and Mayhem set in an XCOM setting. Who knows? Could be, for all we know. Go, got that guy fleeing. And that one too. You're doing some gobbo murder. Ooh, that is a beautiful helmet. Yeah, Sopka Spears, that was my take after the trailer. Honestly, my only thought about the trailer was one kind of negative thing, that I didn't like the voice acting in it. Like, it doesn't really say anything about what the game's gonna be like, so from that perspective, it's like, who cares? But the voice acting was just a little bit, like, not great. The voice acting was terrible. Yeah, I don't know, it just felt out of place. Alright, so this was our first fight against some orc warriors, and so we get the Ironhead potion. As any veteran of the Battle of Many Names can attest, to fight an orc warrior is to fight a veritable wall of metal and flesh, seemingly impervious to even the most debilitating of blows. With this potion, now you can be that wall. So, I kind of feel like this potion is not that useful. 33% chance to resist the dazed, staggered, stunned, distracted, and withered status effects. Like, it's kind of cool, but a 33% chance to resist them is not something I'm ever gonna change strategically on the battlefield because of. So, like, it's fine. Yeah, maybe for the Lone Wolf, maybe. And in fact, I would love to give this to the Lone Wolf, like our Lone Wolf bro. But like, I also hate the amount of time that he's going to be out of commission from drinking it. Because once you've got so many potions, each additional one is bad. Also notable here, we got a Pavis. Beautiful shield, actually. This rolled the one thing we really care about on this shield, which is ranged defense. So this is a really nice shield. Very happy with the shield. We don't really have a great... Well, we will have, you know, our main tank who can stand in front with this when we get him. We're still waiting. But it's a very nice shield. Right now, it's just gonna sit on a cheerleader. Roxanne, it's me, will cosplay with the shield. Show people how it works. So, the Ironhead potion. If I were to give it to Thetic Acrasia, he'd be sick for a really long time. So I'm a little bit reluctant to give it to him. Who else could I give it to? Probably a fatigue neutral. Fatigue neutrals are sometimes subject to, you know, being charged against, because that's kind of how we use them often. So I almost feel like giving this Ironhead potion to one of them is a good idea. Willow's already got Stone Skin, so if we were to give it to him, he'd be sick for a little while. So let's go ahead and give it to, like, Dark Paladin 037. We'll just have him drink it now. So Dark Paladin 037 has the Sensory Redundancy, which is kind of a fun effect. We got to level up on Akibio. He's going to be a bro who's going to be doing some overwhelming, is the plan. So we're going to get him a handgun so that he can help us take down lindworms and other fights where that's useful. Very nice. So let's see. I'm going to make some sort of path back to civilization, down to like Stromark. Maybe we'll go down through here. So let's just head straight east. What does 33% resistance mean? 33% chance to ignore? I think so. Pretty sure that's what that means. And we got another orc camp. This will be the last one in the ambition. So we'll be able to get the orc charm, which will be really nice. Lots of orc young, no problem. Okay. Oh man, kills with the whip. They're always so satisfying. They just are. I don't know why. Crack that whip, give the past a slip. It's a fun little saying. You'd like to point out that fishing for chads is very much what this origin is about? I mean, that's true. I kind of agree with you. Kind of is what this origin's about. So I shouldn't feel bad about it? Is that what you're saying? Without confident, you don't get comfortably good enough. Yeah, I mean, that's true. All true statements. If you can help me justify fishing for chads, like, I'll take it, you know? Another easy little orc camp. What the hell? Why? Game, why? 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 Game, why do you do this? Well, good night, Pujante. Why does the game, it even has the same artwork. And this one is worse, yeah. This one has lesser fatigue penalties. It's got, you know, lowered minus fatigue and weapon skills build up -3 fatigue. Cleaver drops too often for sure. This one's a vendor. Yeah. I guess so. I mean, look, we can put it as a backup weapon on someone. Again, a Kibio, I guess. I don't know. Since we're not gonna have duelist on this, bro. But it's very whatever. It is even the same art though, right? This picture and this one are the same. Why? Game, I've mentioned that I don't care for cleavers. Why does it have to do this to me? Why? Why? Why has it got to do it? All right, I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. I am back. This could have been a whip with minus fat per attack, yeah. Yeah. Man, named war brands. That's probably the most single disappointing of all possibilities. Alright, cool. So we got ourselves another fancy schmancy potion. Or a potion. Not a potion. Trophy. We'll go ahead and throw this on Final Overdrive. We don't want him to get stunned if an orc charges through. So, good target for it. The most disappointing is a famed whip with armor damage and weight reduction. No, I don't know. I think a famed warbrand is more disappointing, because that whip is at least an improvement, question mark, over an item that's still useful. But a warbrand is just like straight up bad. Like, it would take an insane roll of both damage and armor penetration. Unexpected. But we have an opportunity to fight some gobos. This will actually also give us 2 potions. So, huh. Would you not be better waiting for the ambition in case of goblin camp? I mean, it's okay. We don't need to wait. There'll be plenty of goblins to fight. There'll be plenty of camps to bust that we can go find. We don't need to wait for the ambition. All right. So, because we're fighting at night, the shaman will open up by giving some of his ambushers a buff where they don't get a nighttime penalty. So we went ahead and did that. Okay, so the impatient bro wants to move forward, which is not my fave. Ball and Stalin might get hit a few times here. Lucid Tabi, maybe as well. Yeah, the only really bad shields out there are basically the the orc ones. Those are the real disappointing. These trees that are blocking sight and stuff. They're interesting. I guess they help me, but... Alright, we're trying to push forward in a way such that we're not too vulnerable to the shaman's, you know, nonsense. Rants were good if they weren't bad. Let's get ball installing one in there. Loose a Tavi can let loose a dog. That's fine. We have to be a little careful with ball installing up here. He could end up taking some damage. Do I move him in range of the shaman? Probably. I think Willow, I'm just gonna move forward. Okay. Yeah, Warbrands sell for a good amount of money. That's true. That is one good thing about them. A lot of footwork going on this battlefield. Oh my god, the Goblin Shaman stunned Ball and Stalin and walked away? For shame. Unbelievable. Now he gets manhandled by a goblin. Calling Warbrands an excellent day one weapon, while true, is not exactly the best endorsement I've ever seen. That one's not particularly compelling. Ooh, Pandera 1. Getting hit pretty hard there. Alright, looks like he'll be just fine, but we'll go ahead and just back him up. Goblin Shaman has done more attacking in this combat than I think I've ever seen a Goblin Shaman do. This is weird. Absolutely gonna run them down. All bark, no bite. I don't know. The stick kind of hurt, actually. All bonk, no bite. All right, and we got 2 more potions. We got the Grease Jar Potion. While the phrase slippery as a goblin hasn't quite caught on in the common vernacular, anyone who has fought the hateful greenskins knows its truth. With this amazing potion, however, anyone can take on this loathsome aspect. So, always successfully able to escape from ensnarement, such as nets or roots. It's fine. It's probably going to be best to give this to somebody who has low melee skill, because your chance to break loose is entirely based on melee skill. Like, that's what the roll is based on. So we'll give this to someone who has low melee skill. I don't know, kind of a whatever. Could give it to the banner. That would be a good target for it. Yeah. Basically the tank guy. I don't know. I think I'll give it to the banner. I think that does make the most sense. There could be a famed. Yeah, there could be, but there isn't. And then we got the Potion of Fleetfoot. Developed from drugs found on goblin frontline troops, this concoction can grant a man the celerity typically found in the diminutive greenskins. May result in minor skin discolorization. So this is the one that makes footwork and rotate a bit better. The original thought was we could give this to someone with the bow and, you know, have them make use of it. I don't think our bow dude is gonna get much out of it. So we're gonna give this to someone else, and probably we'll do it with rotate instead of footwork. So let's see, what's the least valuable items here? Probably these coffin shields. I think that's good enough for me. Doesn't have to be perfect. Didn't you want a footwork archer? Yeah, that was the original plan, but I don't think I'm gonna need it. I think Xerxes has enough melee defense that it's kind of like whatever. So I don't think we're gonna give it to him, actually. This potion only works on free self, not free ally. Yeah. So we're gonna give it to the banner. I mean, that just makes the most sense by far. We could go footwork with our fencer. Well, we don't have a fencer, so. So yeah, we're just gonna give this to the banner. I think it just makes the most sense. He's gonna be the target of roots and nets, and he won't be able to, you know, equip the accessory to prevent that. And he's the one who we're gonna care the most about being free from set attacks, because he's our anticipation boy who stands in front of our ranged units. The riposte fencer, well, it's not a fencer, because that will be a noble sword. It's not going to be a fencing sword, so there won't be any fencing going on. We could give it to him, but I think he's got so many other potions. That one's we're not gonna put that perk on him. I don't think that's worth it. So this potion, not that good, honestly, but makes the most sense on the banner. Now this one, the potion of Fleetfoot, we're gonna give this to someone, I suppose, who we're gonna give rotate to. Now who will that be? We could, if we wanted, give this to one of our fatigue neutrals, actually, because that would make it so that rotate is actually pickable. Like they can actually use the skill. Because what is the normal fatigue cost of rotate? Is it 25? I don't even know. Yeah, like, is it 25? Yeah, it's 25. So it costs 3 AP and 25 fatigue. We could give it to the banner. He's already sick at the moment. We could hang on to it to give it to the banner. It's a good choice for the banner, for sure. Rotate on the banner is legit. Could also give it to someone like Deep Space Cowboy. I think that would actually be fine. Brotation. I swore you called the riposte bro a fencer build with just the noble sword. If I did, I misspoke. So yeah, we'll put this potion of Fleetfoot on someone. I mean, I'm kind of tempted to just put it on a fatigue neutral to give him rotation. I feel like that's the kind of bro that it makes the most sense on, if they're like actually able to do it. Normally you would never put rotation on a bro like this because you don't have the fatigue. But when you make it cost half the fatigue cost, suddenly it's actually something they can do. So we could give this to like Nixlarfs. I actually think that'd be fine. Because I don't think there's anyone we're going to take footwork on. As much as I wanted to sneakily slot that perk in, I'm not going to do it just for no reason. Like, I would do it if it made sense. But I don't feel like it really does. Do I just drink it now? Offensively rotating in and bonking. Yeah. The old chosen strat. Alright, we'll do it on Nixlarfs here. He'll be a nice defensive one, so he'd be a good one to take it on. The bonk carousel. Boom. Nixlarfs now has the reactive leg muscles. Fancy rotation. He doesn't actually even have rotation at the moment. We'll take it next level. Sure. Why not? Okay. Final overdrive. Hit a level up. We're going to give him Fearsome. He's just going to be following in the footsteps of Bandera 1. A +2 in melee skill. That's good. Willow. Our fatigue neutral with a mace. Unfortunately rolled a 1 in melee defense. Still a good bro. I guess I'll grab the resolve here. And we'll grab Colossus. You're really making Chaucer work overtime? I really am. And yeah, if if you end up missing things, Chaucer, that's okay. I can update the spreadsheet after the stream's over sometime. If something gets amiss, that's okay. But I, again, appreciate all your help. You know I'm already doing it. I assumed. Okay. +2 in hit points. A little disappointing there. Let's just grab melee defense? I don't know. Okay, and we'll grab Killing Frenzy. I don't know. We just need a warbow. A named warbow would be great instead of these stupid cleavers. Okay, and there is quite a lot of enemies here, so I don't think I'm going to take this fight, but we do want to fight a Goblin Overseer because we still need the potion for Xerxes to give him the extra armor penetration with the bow attacks. That's a really big deal. Did you get a famed cleaver? Yeah, we got 2 of them. You're beginning to suspect the only time you're going to get a named sword lance or named fencing sword is when the noble houses are fighting each other. Well, I'm really hopeful for a named sword lance. I actually think a dedicated, like a sword lance bro with a named sword lance, I think is actually awesome. So I'm hoping we find that. Forget your fame tax. I should come up with fun ways of using channel points other than being able to vote twice in stupid polls. Okay, so we got ourselves a new ambition option. So defeat 5 packs of wild beasts, win a battle against 24 or more enemies, or have at least 12 items crafted from the taxidermist. Fighting a battle against 24 or more enemies is going to happen soon enough. So go ahead and select that one. Yeah. Important legislative Battle Brothers decisions. Yes. Yeah, 24 enemies sounds like a good zombie camp. Exactly. Or another pack of 36 spiders. Yep. Either one. I'm fine with either one. Alright, found ourselves a random Briggy camp. Our banner's not feeling too hot. That's okay, we'll still have him included in this battle. Bandera 1's a little scuffed. We could cycle him out. Dark Paladin still healing up from his sickness. Nixlarfs is healing up from his. We'll put all these scuffed and sick boys in the back. Shake down some hatless briggies for their lunch money. Exactly. That is exactly what we're gonna do. What is that random hedgie doing on the bench? I don't know, waiting for us to find a good named item that will make him a dedicated bro for. I don't know. And why is he just an overpaid brawler? Hey now. Sin says that a lot, and I disagree. Hedge Knights have much higher stats. Yeah, Chad sitting on bench. If it's on your bingo card, boy. Maybe move the banner to the back line since they're sickly? No, we want him in the front. He is exactly where we want him. He still has anticipation, he still has dodge. It's okay. Okay. You see expensive spears on these briggies? Things we can turn into money. That's what we want. Spear Industrial Complex. It's pretty much what most of my companies really are when you get down to it. I want to shoot at this guy. Guess I could move up here to do it. Cool. Crippling Strikes doing some stuff there. The Guilder's cold embrace in the arena. That is often where they fall. That was a pretty sad puncture on Lucid Tavi. Doing 6 damage. Nimble pretty good. A lot of shield walling there. You wonder how trash shields would be if weapons with shield damage always did their designated shield damage on shields upon shield missing. It'd be a lot better, yeah. It'd be a lot better. Yeah. Yeah. Man-splitter one-shots a dude upon hitting and then is barely blocked by shield and tickles it for 1 damage. Yeah. And it's kind of like... It is very funny to put them side by side. Briggy just tickled me with that puny shank. Let me show them what a true shank looks like. That's what you gotta do. Show the Briggies who's boss. Alright, we got a great sword from that fight, which is pretty nice. Otherwise, we're gonna have to play the obnoxious what costs less game. I already got rid of the obvious ones, most of them. I suppose these legionary helmets aren't worth that much. Neither are the spiked bolas or these. Or this. Or that. Gives you the same suspension of disbelief, stretched sensation. Like you just watched some silly Home Alone movie. Kevin! I do love that movie. Haven't seen it in a long time though. Okay, I think that's good enough. This is the month to catch it. True. My go-to Christmas movie these days is Elf. I just love that movie. It's so good. Alright, we got a Necro camp over here. I could go fight that. I'm worried that if I do, I won't make it to Stromark by nightfall. And I do want to get there by nightfall. You seem like a diehard Christmas person to me. No, I don't really like action movies. Just generally. Okay. So, Ballenstallen wants to train the low-level bros. I'm not even sure who that would be. It's probably... I'm honestly not sure. So I'll say teach him to fight man against man. Okay, so the two ones that we actually care about there are Nasser and Zanok's boss. Wait, no, not Nasser. What the hell is Nasser? What the hell is that? Oh, is that our... What the hell is that? Oh yeah, that's our, like... Yeah, whatever. But Zanok's boss is our Hedge Knight. So we just gain more melee skill. Cool. Did we ever get a reader up to level 2? No, not yet. Not yet. Lindworms, 3. Let's hit up the town and assess the situation. We've got a warehouse burned down. A few spicy worms. Yeah, I suspect I'm probably still not gonna fight him. Not quite yet, not at the moment. Okay, I think I'm probably gonna use this greatsword somewhere, most likely. Did we get anything from the Bando fight? Nothing of note. I guess I could put it on Thetic Acrasia for now, until he kind of comes fully online. It's probably better than this arming sword. Probably makes better sense to give him the jagged pike too as a training weapon instead of the ancient bladed pike. Same deal here on Nyxlarfs, actually. Dark Paladin's healed up. Okay. So we'll continue selling stuff. Do I have any use for this Catal? Probably not. I don't know. I'll hang on to it for the moment, just to see. Maybe I will. It's, I think, unlikely. Okay, the padded leather, I think I'm gonna keep that. Cleaver Bro needs a helmet. Who is Cleaver Bro? This guy? Giant Spruce? Yeah, he needs a better helmet, for sure. We don't really have a great... I mean, we could give him this for now. But like... Take yours? Yeah, I mean, it's just a kettle hat though. We need some better helmets. That much is just true. Okay. So is there any fishing we can do here? Gurno, the Night Slayer. We're looking for our tank. A sellsword could do it. He's got a cool name, that's for sure. Sounds strong. He does sound strong. And that is a very good price. Yeah, sellswords are so good. Yeah, I mean, I guess we could get him. Here's what I'm gonna do first. We're gonna look at Ragnar first. First, we'll get this net. Sigwold actually setting the tone. We'll look at the peddler. That's funny stats for a peddler. We'll take a look at Ragnar. Cocky not doing him any favors. Alright. Very cheap, let's take a look. Oh my goodness. If these two talent stars were swapped, this could be it. Damn. Disappointing. Yeah, probably just minus 2k, right? You love Gamba? I want the Gamba to be done. I want to be, you know... We've got just one more bro we need to find, and that's that nimble tank. That nimble tank that we're gonna turn into a monster. The 3 stars on health could be nice. Yeah. They would be nice if they were accompanied with melee defense. Who do you have as riposte lined up? That is Thetic Acrasia, who is gonna be excellent for it. Yeah, 3-star health with 51 starting is just a troll. I mean, that's true too. Well, we didn't get what we wanted there. I mean, I could maybe... Let's press this button. Okay. Do I think I'm gonna fight 3 Lindworms? Probably not. Not at the moment. Could do this contract to follow the tracks, return Crystal Skull. We do want to keep relations with cities like Stromark high. I guess we're already allied, so maybe we don't care. We don't even need to waste our time. What we really need is just to get tools and ammo. And so maybe we'll head back down to Dahab again. It's kind of been our loop, huh? I suppose I could maybe go up to Albstadt. I mean, I think that'd be fine. Fighting 3 Lindworms with this loadout sounds like rebuilding a company at day 60 kind of ambition. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. Could get an assassin or gladiator. We could, however, assassins and gladiators are not the backgrounds that we're looking for our nimble tank mutant. What we're really looking for are like the hit point and melee defense backgrounds. And go grab this +4 in resolve on ball installing here on this level. I could grab Duelist now, but I'd have to find a good weapon to give him at the moment. So I think at the moment he's eventually going to be a Zerg Frenzy, so we'll just grab Berserk. Yeah, the north does beckon a bit here. So I think we'll head to Albstadt first, and then we'll head north from there. I think that makes the most sense. Are you chilling in the south in hope of a gun? I mean, I want a gun, but it's fine. Like, we can go without. Is no big deal. Yeah, I did do that circle in the southwest. Through the orc ghetto. In the ghetto! This terrain is hot garbage. Not enough Pathfinder on the squad yet. Giant Spruce's armor is pretty scuffed, huh? Didn't really pay attention to that before the fight. But that does matter to us. You'd love for this banner to get surrounded? Whose side are you on? Right, and then hopelessly get clobbered while the team struggles to climb the hill. I mean, that's kind of what it was looking like. Okay. This is just Bijante speaking, yeah. Bijante, wishing ill of me, can you believe it? Rooting for the Briggies, can you imagine? What sort of monster cheers on the Briggies and wants them to succeed? How despicable. Made sure to get in melee contact there with the archers so that they couldn't just shirk away. Yeah, footman with a military pick is still a threat to heavy armored bros, for sure. Okay. Well, we climbed that little hill to take a little fight. So let's swap this armor out again. Who else is kind of hurt? Wallenstein's a little hurt. His armor's hurt. Let's just give him... That's good enough. Yeah, the military pick, I mean, despite being kind of a bad weapon to use generally, as far as it being on enemies and threatening your high armor bros, it definitely does the trick. Alright, Psycho Ling managed to get Nimble. Kind of not that great of a bro. Maybe should have just grabbed Overwhelm on this level so that I could have him available for Lindworm fights, because that's kind of what he's a specialist for. Whatever. Okay, Thedicacrasia. We'll go ahead and grab Nimble here. So then let's move this armor here. Okay, that's much better. And here I think, again, we were talking about the debate between the +4 in hit points and the +5 in initiative, but here I think we grab the +5 in initiative over the +3 in hit points every day. He's the Gribost god. He does have the Grib smile. It's true. It's true. You love to see it. Any Battleforged? Oh yeah, we've got a decent number of Battleforged bros. We've got Willow. Well, actually, we have ones that will eventually have Battleforged. I don't think we've taken the perk on anyone yet. We've kind of got mostly these kind of medium armor transitionary pieces where they're fine, but we're going to get more value out of other perks. The additional survivability from Battleforged onto heavy armor bros isn't actually that high. It's just that the heavy armor itself does such a good job of protecting them. Alright, we got some Briggies here. Yeah, we should fight him. You honestly really don't like the weird of current armor part of the Battleforged perk? It's a weird overcomplication. Well, I don't know. I feel like I feel like it's good. Like, it makes it better the more you have. In a kind of interesting way. I don't think it makes it too complicated. I feel like there's other things in the game that are more confusing for like new players. Xerxes, look at him go. I think the big one is there are some easy things I think the game could kind of fix that I think would make it a lot simpler. One of the big ones is two-handed weapons getting a flat plus 20 bonus damage to their like single target attacks, and then not getting that on the AoEs. I understand it from a balancing perspective, but they should just invert it, where there's a debuff or malus or penalty, and you show the regular full damage on, you know, on the weapon for the regular single target attack. I feel like that would be so much more straightforward. You can make it mechanically exactly the same. Lying tooltips is a real issue, yeah. It's just like unnecessarily confusing to newer players. Like, I really think there's no reason for it to be the way that it is. Because I think that's what makes new players fall into the trap of doing the, like, flank hammer, where they dream of doing, like, really good AoE attacks with the shatter ability of the two-handed hammer. And I think they dream of that because they don't fully grasp the difference in damage that happens when you aren't doing the single target attack. The Battleforge percentage is actually in the same camp, stream as a machine. What do you mean? How so? Flank hammer is one of the most Reddit builds. Oh my god, it is. It's true. It's just not very good. Like, you can put a hammer bro on the flank because that's just where they are. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. But the idea that you were going to regularly want to be surrounded and use the shatter attack, like, intentionally, with regularity, is like, no. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying, BlowXor. Yeah. It shows you a percentage, and that percentage is, like, constantly changing. That's fair. That's fair. All right, so we got our first level 11. I just sort of did it without fanfare, but Lucid Tavi, the bro that we gave Visions, the potion for extra experience gain, made quick work of the knowledge that he gained and hit level 11. pretty nice. All right, we still got ambushed trade routes here. I think that's been the case here for a little while. I'm okay with it. Yeah, Menace is currently, if you look on Steam, Menace is set to release in Q3 2025. We'll see if that actually happens. Game dev's hard. Okay, we'll take a look at the contracts super quick just to see what they are. Okay, probably not gonna do any of those. Let's see if any of these bros could be our nimble tank. Farmhands are a potential. Honestly, so is the friggin' Hedge Knight. Let's take a look at the farmhands first. That ain't it. What's the other game you're looking forward to? Piglord Pro? Ooh, Hagen is close, but unfortunately, Determined would be great on any other origin. He's close, but he's not quite there. Kingdom Come 2? I'm not familiar with what that is. Alright, so we can either look at the Oathtaker or the Hedge Knight, but not both. I could use tryout on both of them and then just pick the one that seems the most suitable based on their traits. I feel like that's the play. Hedge Knight comes with an axe. That's true. But we're kind of less concerned with the gear that they're coming with. Let's see, how much is tryout on this guy? 355. Yeah, I think I just hit the tryout button on both and take the most expensive, or not the most expensive, the one that's ends up having the best traits. Okay, that's fine. And that's good. I think Death Wish is the one that matters the most here with how we want to use him. I'm pretty sure that matters more, right? Let's do it. Okay, I think this is gonna work. We're gonna roll with this. Is this the perfect, ideal, god tier tank that we're looking for? No, it's not. But I can't fish forever. Because we do need to get them trained up where we can actually use them. He's pretty good. Right, exactly. Is he perfect? No, but he's really good. And again, the way we're going to use him is this is going to be our perma shield wall nimble tank that we're going to make a damage reflection beast. He's got good initiative, right? He'll get good extra value from dodge, which we are going to give him. And yeah, godly resolve with Death Wish. We practically don't even need to increase his resolve that much, which is awesome. And so Death Wish is super good here. So we're pretty happy with this. We're not pleased to see a +2 in hit points here, but we're still gonna take this every single level. And I think we'll take opportunistic +5s in initiative as well. But we'll probably not take it other times. Right, so I think I'll take the +5s when they come around. All right, so who is this bro gonna be? I have Raywen as a super mutant on the list here. And so I think that's who it's gotta be. Because he's gonna be a super mutant-ish. So Raywen, who's been dreaming of having a good anatomist boy, I think it's only fair. He actually made this request before the Anatomist's origin was even started. I don't know if he's here, probably not, but he's earned this. The only kind of big downside to Raywen here, this bro, is that we do have -9 range defense. And ideally, in the formation, we have him kind of front and center. It'll be all right. Super mutant adjacent, yeah. I think right now, and he came with a nice helmet too. That's pretty sweet. Right now we're gonna give him just potions. We're gonna have him drink all 3 of these. I might just have him sit on the bench while he's recovering from each. Just got back, we found our bro. We found our bro. He's pretty good. He's not like crazy good, but he's pretty good. I mean, 69 hit points, nice, you know? He stole your shield. Well, now you get another fancy one. And do I want to put this winged mace on anyone? I don't know, not really. Guess I could give it to Final Overdrive. I think it's pretty legit. I don't think we're gonna use the Warhammer in any meaningful way. He's got 1 of 2 perfect perks and 8 of 10 on the stats. Yeah, I think that's a pretty accurate summary. So we'll go ahead and drink a potion. We are going to give him all 3 of these. But we'll do it one at a time because, as previously mentioned, the additional sickness is more than the base sickness. So if you let them recover, you can give them a fresh potion afterwards, and it will actually result in less downtime overall. Perfection only exists in BB Edit. True. And we also have an okay transitionary armor as well in this adorned warrior's armor, which we can just hang on to. Yeah, we'll just hang on to it. It'll be better than the light scale armor we've been hanging with. Might just sell that, honestly. Kinda don't need it. I don't know, we'll put it on Zalin's boss. Cool. We finally did it. We found the full lineup. We found the full squad. We've even got another free seat, so we can replace the recruiter when the time comes. We definitely want to get the surgeon online, and we want to get the bounty hunter. So we've got more money that we need to make. We also want to get another card upgrade. But we're done spending money on bros. It's day 60. That's pretty dang sweet. The team's looking really good. So I think the next thing we're gonna do is head north and fight, you know, some chosen and other such enemies. We've got those spear bros online, so that'll be really good. And we can also get the barbarian madman taken down here pretty soon. You actually gonna surgeon or just greed again? No, we're gonna surgeon. We want the surgeon because he helps us recover from the potion sickness faster too. So he pulls double duty in what he's helping us with. But this is actually a good place to call it for me because I'm gonna be playing Dungeons and Dragons with some buddies here in just like 18 minutes. And this time, I'm not gonna be slightly late. Also gonna check on the wife and stuff first. So I'm gonna raid someone. I'm gonna raid a little streamer that I actually used to really enjoy watching long ago, who used to play Super Mario Maker, and I really enjoyed it. He was a good source of entertainment for us, for me and my wife, while we'd have dinner. So, I think this is a good place for us to start. Company's in a good spot. So to all of you, wherever you are in the world, make it a good one. Ta-ta.